Is Paul Njogu. I'm the principal Bukura Agricultural College.
You've interacted with the students and you've been there at Bukura, which is one of the maybe known institutions for agriculture. Maybe you just let us know that, do you think the curriculum that the schools are offering right now is equipping students with the right knowledge to do good agriculture out there?
Yeah, our institution Bukura, we have an act of parliament. We are established by an act of parliament, which enables us to develop our own curriculum. And there's a process which we have to follow for us to develop the curriculum. We have to go to the market first and see what the market is demanding. Before we review and we assess where the gaps are, then we incorporate them, how to address those gaps within our curriculum, so that when our students are trained, they have the right skills, the right attitude, and the right knowledge that is required by the market. That's exactly what we are doing as an institution.
Okay, you have obviously students dealing with agriculture. So how is the uptake of the courses, and maybe once they are out there, do they go and get employment? Do they create their own jobs?
Now, for Bukura College, what we have seen currently is that there is a lot of interest for our courses by so many youths out there. They are really interested in taking the courses that we are offering. Currently, we are offering around 18 or so diploma and certificate programs, and they are all agricultural related, and which really there's a lot of interest, especially the area which the students are so much interested in. It's mostly in agricultural extension and also animal production. Animal production is the most popular course, the most liked course within the institution of Bukura. And when they go out there, our students, let me say so, our graduates are so much in very high demand currently as we speak. Currently, we have had a program between 2023 and currently 2026, where our students are also being taken even outside the country. We have already taken about between 2023 and this year, this January, we have taken around 1,500 students to Britain for seasonal worker program, just in agricultural farms, which really shows that there's a lot of keen interest of these graduates, not just within the country, but even out there. They're in very high demand. We also been taking our students to Germany for internship for 6 months, where they are attached to different farms, and they get that exposure, so they can be exposed to the advanced technologies, some of which can also be applied here to enable us to have even improved food production in our nation, Kenya.
Okay, maybe I just wanted to know, or curious, those maybe who go to countries like Germany or in UK, do they come back? Do we now get that knowledge back at home, or we lose all of it outside?
No, what is happening, like currently the arrangement which is there in UK, is that they go there for 6 months. After they have been there for 6 months, they come back here, and some eventually end up coming up with their own enterprises while they are here. But also what has happened is that some of them, the moment they go out there and the farms they were attached to, are pleased with them. After being in Kenya for 6 months, they are called back again for 6 months. This far, there are some who have gone even for 4 times now. And when they come back, you find someone who having a net of 1M, yeah, which is also improving the livelihoods of their own households, their own families, as well as look for other things where they can invest this particular money. So I've seen a lot of interest in agriculture, because even such opportunities, even those who have done other courses, they are ready to come back and do a course in agriculture, so they can also have such openings.
Okay, then the next question will be, what advice should we maybe county government have, or the national government have, now that you are dealing with them? You've seen those who have gone outside and come back, and gaps that are there.
Currently, what I would say, like now for our institution, Bukura, the support, the funding for agricultural institution is not adequate. That's what I would wish you to say, such that now our students are not provided with help, just like the other institutions in Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Education. So our students don't benefit from help. And also the issue of capitation for agricultural institutions is not as adequate as what is channeled to other TVETs in the Ministry of Education, such that now you find the desire to expand our infrastructure is somehow curtailed because of the funding gap. So capitation, funding for our training institutions, as well as even our students being able to access help, just like other students who are doing other courses in the Ministry of Education. That is a big gap, because there are some who have been forced to work, even to drop out from enrolling in the college just because of that challenges of even paying their fee. So students in Bukura, majority of them are paying 100%, which is really a handicap. And you find that the enrollment somehow decreases, and also one way or the other, the completion rate is also somehow lower as compared to other TVETs in the Ministry of Education. So what I would wish to urge is that the government put more resources within the Ministry of Agriculture, so that our students can also benefit from support that can also help them to complete their studies, and also be engaged by the counties as extension officers, because currently we find there's a lot of problem with extension services offered to the farming community in the nation of Kenya. But if we have more students enrolled in our institution, they are able to be channeled out and be able to be available for use by the farming communities within the different counties in the nation of Kenya.
Is agriculture the way to go for Kenya?
Agriculture is the way to go. Okay, agriculture is the main source of economic prosperity of our nation. Is the main employer of the many people that are required in the nation, but yet within the budget that's given by the government, only around 3% of that budget is allocated to agriculture. So if you have more budget allocated to agriculture, it means there will be a multiplying effect in case we have more resources channeled towards agriculture as compared to other ministries. So that allocation of 3% is not adequate, and yet it's required by other convention that should be around 10%. So 3% is not adequate for the Ministry of Agriculture. Thank you.